that we're tracking from the south, in fact, from Karnataka, where Karnataka approves the Kannada Reservation bill. In fact, the bill mandates 100% reservation for Kannadigas and the reservation in the C and D grade posts in private firms. In fact, the government has said welfare of Kannadigas are priority. Deepak, my colleague, joins me for more. Deepak, very good morning to you. Clearly big decision with the fact that the bill has been mandated. Tell us more.
This is a bill that's going to be soon introduced. The cabinet, of course, here has decided that in C and D category jobs, the government will seek 100% reservation for Kannadigas in private sector. Meanwhile, this draft bill that is ready is expected to be, of course, tabled before the assembly very soon. Today, of course, is a government holiday, so it could come up anytime this week or even the next. And here, the bill talks about 50% of jobs in the management, supervisory, managerial, technical, operational, administrative, and higher positions that is supposed to be reserved for local candidates or Kannadigas. Bill also talks about 75% reservation for in positions like non-management categories, that's clerical, unskilled, semi-skilled, and even employees in IT and ITE firms, contract and casual workers. So we really have to see how IT companies really look at this particular bill. Factories look at this particular bill. This is still a draft copy, of course. It has to go through the two houses of the Kannadiga legislature. So after this happens, this of course comes into effect through a gazette notification, and then all the factories and the establishments here will have to follow this particular rule. When I say establishments, it also includes, of course, IT firms.
Right, Deepak. In fact, just a quick follow-up question, having put things into perspective, like you just said. What we do gather information is that if the candidates do not possess secondary school certificates with Kannada as a language, that is, they must pass a Kannada proficiency test as specified by the nodal agency. Do we have any inputs on that front as to how this would potentially work in terms of the entire scheme coming together? That is.
Well, now, while of course the bill has been, put forth, there will be, of course, speculations that will come up as to who are the people who will be considered as Kannadigas. And for that, the state government has framed certain rules as to people who are either born, people who can either speak, and various other categories as to define a local candidate. And that is something that, these firms will have to adhere to when they provide these jobs.
Right, Deepak. Thank you very much. That was Deepak Bopana, of course, putting things into context. As far as this big news that is coming in from Karnataka with the reservation bill for Kannadigas. But for the moment, let's leave it at that.